1 on Prime Video. 1. Moraes versus Johnson. 2. Full card prediction, confident picks, and bets. Now, Adriano Moraes, Demetrious Johnson, that is the main event. 5 rounds in a rematch that Adriano Moraes won the first time. Marcus Buchecha, Kirill, Grishenko in heavyweight. Amir, Aliakbari, Mauro, Cerilli in the heavyweight division. We got Itsuki, Hirata, and Hein in the strawweight division. And Sebastian Kedestam, how do you say that one? Versus Iuri Lapicus, I think that's how you say it, in the middleweight division. Those are the fights. Let's get into the prediction. First fight in the middleweight division, Sebastian Kedestam versus Iuri Lapicus. Correct me down below. I don't know how to say these names. But Iuri, however you want to say it, 14 wins, 1 loss. Devastating grappling. I mean, this dude's jiu-jitsu is absolutely amazing. He's going to put on the pressure right here. Come forward on Sebastian Kedestam, and he's going to look for that takedown ASAP. Because if you look at his only loss, it was to Christian Lee, and he got knocked out in round number 1. If you think about anything that this man does, it's knockout, guys. I mean, coming off a first-round knockout win, before that getting 3 knockout wins in a row, one of them a 5-round vacant middleweight championship fight over undefeated Tyler McGuire. I mean, this dude has legit power in his hands. That is why there's no way Iuri Lapicus, however you say it, should be striking with Sebastian in this fight. I think Lapicus, I'm so sorry, is going to take the fight down and submit Sebastian in round number 1. Itsuki, Hirata, and Hein in the strawweight division. Hein, very tall, very lengthy for this strawweight division. Going to have about a 3.5-inch reach advantage. It's going to help her with the jab, the 1-2, staying at range to stay away from the takedowns and the wrestling and grappling of Itsuki Hirata. Hein is also going to be 4 inches taller. Her most recent loss was Ritu Fogat, and that's exactly what I think is going to happen here. Is going to be what happened in the Ritu Fogat fight. Ritu Fogat is a very good Indian wrestler and grappler. So is Itsuki Hirata. She's got good judo, good wrestling, good grappling, and things like that. I do think she'll take the fight down, look for that ground and pound. You saw her 4-fight run at the start of her MMA career with a bunch of finishes, Air Americanas, arm bars, ground and pound TKOs over and over again. I don't think she's going to get the finish here, but I do think she'll close that distance on Hein after eating a few jabs and 1-2s from Hein. She'll get the fight down and control the fight for 3 rounds and win the fight by a unanimous decision. Amir, Aliakbari, and Mauro Cerilli in the heavyweight division. Give me a coin right now. Give me a coin. Let's flip it. Boom. That's who it's going to. Mauro Cerilli by knockout round 1 or round number 2, or Amir Aliakbari by decision. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I think if Amir Aliakbari wins this fight, it'll be a decision. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. Now, for a lot of his fights right here, I mean, he's got second round knockout win right there, first round knockout win on Elaine and Galani. I mean, this dude has very good strikes with the bottom half of his body. The knees, the kicks, and things like that are absolutely amazing. And of course, I mean, Amir Aliakbari's chin really has not been looking too good, getting knocked out twice in a row by Anatoly Malikin and Ji-Won Kang. I think if Mauro Cerilli could keep the fight on the feet, he's got a good chance of going out there and knocking out Amir Aliakbari in this fight. Tapology predictions, all knockout. It's very tough. So I think it's either going to be, again, Mauro Cerilli getting that knockout early on in this fight, landing some good leg kicks, some knees in the clinch, pulling out, and just throwing bombs on the feet, latching onto that chin of Amir Aliakbari, boom, he is out cold. Or he uses that Greco-Roman wrestling on the Iranian wrestling team, and he goes out there, takes the fight down, almost gets a TKO, but just wins the round on the ground and pounding slowly but surely, and gets that decision. I'm going to lean more towards that. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, but Bert, he's got so many ground and pound TKO wins. I don't know. Mauro Cerilli survived against Arjun Bowler, another very good wrestler, this time from India, and he was able to survive the ground and pound there, so I think the fight goes all the way. Amir Aliakbari, again, flip a coin, that's who it's going to go to. I'm going to go Amir Aliakbari by a decision. Marcus Buchecha and Kirill Grishenko in the heavyweight division. Kirill, he needs to go out there and just lay it all on the line, looking to just land some huge shots on Marcus Buchecha and look for the knockout. That's the only way I see him winning. Grappling and wrestling is his style. He's very good at getting the fight to the ground and looking to ground and pound and look for the submission. Not going to happen here. He's not going to be able to do that on Marcus Buchecha. So, again, Kirill Grishenko could just try to strike with Marcus and look to land on the chin and get an upset knockout. That's how I see it. If Kirill's going to win, it'll probably be something fluky like that and a knockout on the feet. But, you know what I'm thinking. Marcus Buchecha, of course, is going to get the fight down. He's going to start ground and pounding Kirill Grishenko, and he's going to look for that submission. So, whatever he wants, submission or ground and pound TKO in round number 1. Adriano Moraes and Demetrious Johnson 2 in the bantamweight division. This is the rematch. The first time Adriano Moraes won by uppercut and then a knee to a grounded opponent with a little bit of ground and pound. Knocked out Demetrious Johnson. Now, will my prediction be different than it was in the first fight? Yes, the first fight I had Demetrious Johnson winning the fight by a decision. This time, I'm going Adriano Moraes to win the fight by a decision. I think the fight goes all the way. I don't think Demetrious Johnson is going to get caught by the same shots he did last time and get knocked out, per se, but I still think Adriano is going to use that height, use his reach, and bait Demetrious Johnson to come in, and he's going to counter Demetrious Johnson while he is coming in, looking to mix in the wrestling, mix in the jiu-jitsu, as we saw in his most recent fight for the belt against Yuya Wakamatsu. And I think he's just going to make it a very interesting fight. There's going to be a lot of scrambles in the wrestling and grappling. Moraes is going to go for a few submissions and things like that. I don't think he's going to land them, and I think he's just going to land more punches than Demetrious Johnson. Demetrious has to find a way to close the distance on Adriano Moraes. Didn't look too successful in the first fight. What's going to change from the first fight to the second fight? It's been a year and 3 months. Obviously, maybe he's trained a lot differently than he did for the first fight. I don't know, but based off of what I saw in the first fight, based off of what I saw in Adriano's fight after he beat Demetrious Johnson, I do think Adriano is going to outstrike him, pull some submissions every now and then, not get him, but use those to help him on the judges' scorecards. Adriano Moraes by 49-46 unanimous decision. Those are the predictions. I got Adriano Moraes as an underdog winning that fight. Is at -105. And as you guys know, if I have an underdog winning the fight, I will bet the underdog winning the fight. So I will be putting some money on Adriano Moraes for about plus money, -105. Maybe tomorrow or the next day, he will actually get over to +100. We shall see. But that is one of my bets for the card. It is going to be Adriano Moraes. If you want to see all the other bets that I'm going to be making on this one championship card, or for any MMA organization out there, Bellator, UFC, PFL, LFA, whatever the case may be, click the top link in the description for all of my bets. But that's the only bet I'm going to give you, because that's the only one that is an underdog that I for sure will be betting. Yeah, those are predictions. Adriano, Marcus Buchecha, Amir Aliakbari, slightly. Where is she? Itsuki Hirata, and then Lapicus. Number 1 most confident on the card is gonna be Marcus Buchecha. Number 2, Itsuki Hirata. Number 3, Iuri Lapicus, however you say that one. Adriano Moraes. And then Amir Aliakbari. So I'm having a few hiccups coming in right now. So again, Marcus Buchecha, number 1 most confident. Itsuki Hirata, number 2. Iuri Lapicus, number 3. Adriano Moraes, number 4. And Amir Aliakbari at number 5. I'm not confident at all on Amir Aliakbari. Those are the predictions. Those are the confident picks, and that is one of the bets I will be making. Again, click the link down below. Subscribe, like the video, turn on those notifications if you want more One Championship predictions. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.